welcome everybody. I'm super excited to have you here back for the second week of Weekly Balance. And so it's going to be a little bit similar to last week. So while I kind of explain the process here, if you could grab a chair, if you plan to participate, that's all you'll need for this one. And then if you could be barefoot. Barefoot is best when doing some balance exercises. If you can't, that's perfectly okay. But as you get kind of set up here with your chair and taking your shoes off, making sure you have a nice open space around you, I'm going to be walking you through about 7 balance exercises here, all really designed to challenge your balance and kind of work those muscles in your core, your legs, and your feet. If everybody's kind of ready here to get started, we'll go ahead and just bring ourselves to a march here. So same thing that we usually do before every event is making sure we're getting in this good march here, getting our heart rate and our body moving. Couple deep breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more. Awesome. Couple more seconds here. And stop. Go ahead and bring yourself to just a normal stance here as we get started. So the first exercise is actually one of the more challenging ones, but I think it's a good one to wake our lower body up a little bit here. So what I'm gonna have you do, it's called the Superman. So as I demonstrate here, you can kind of watch at first and then you can follow along. But we're gonna start on our left side. So standing on your left leg, bringing your right leg behind you, arms out to the side, okay? So this is called the Superman, kind of pretending like you're flying, right? So here's where you can pick your intensity and your challenge. So the lower you bring your chest to the ground, the higher you bring that back leg up, the more challenging. The lower you go with that leg and the higher the chest, the less challenging. So kind of play around with what's most comfortable, but also what's a challenge. I start to kind of feel like I'm in an airplane here, rocking back and forth, but we wanna make sure we're able to hold that left leg very stable. And we're just gonna hold this here for a good 10 to 15 seconds. Great job. We'll hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center, just like with anything else. Shake out the legs if you need to. Take a little bit of a break here. We're gonna be adding in 10 to 15 second rest periods, which will be kind of nice. I know the previous ones we ran through them pretty quickly. So as you kind of get your bearings, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So plant that right leg down, left leg goes up, arms go out here, okay? So again, Superman kind of style position. The lower you bring your chest, the harder it gets. And of course, the higher you bring your chest, the easier. So making sure here with these balance exercises that you're challenging yourself. So if you find this really easy and you're not wobbly, bring it up a little bit. I don't want you to fall over. That's what the chair is here for, support. But you only grow if you challenge yourself, right? So making sure that you're going a little bit past what's comfortable, but also making sure you're being safe. So we'll hold this for about another 8 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. That's probably one of my favorite balance exercises. So now that we got that one out of the way, we're gonna focus on a little bit of coordination, bringing our upper body in for momentum. So what we're gonna be doing is single leg arm rotation. So as you kind of take a little bit of a rest and catch your breath here, I'll just demonstrate the first one. So we're planting our left leg first. We're gonna be bringing our right leg up. Have your chair there for stability if you need it, but have your right leg up to whatever's comfortable. The higher you go, the harder it gets. If you need to just hover over the floor, that's fine too. Then we're gonna come and cross our arms in front of us, and we're gonna rotate side to side. So very, very slow. Obviously, the faster you go, the harder it gets as well. But initially, I just want you to go really slow, making sure that you're not losing your balance or, having to touch down on that floor very often. We're gonna do a few more here. Again, having that chair close by if you need it, but I would rather you touch your leg down first to catch your balance than have to use your chair in this exercise. We'll do about 3 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Shake those legs out. We're doing a lot of isolated, intricate movements. So you might start to feel your glutes fire up, your hamstrings, your quads kind of get a little warm, but that's normal. So we're working those muscles. So same thing on the other side, okay? So we're planting the right leg, hovering that left leg. The higher you go, the harder it gets. Crossing your arms in front, and we're rotating. So we already know that, you guys keep going, but we already know that this is hard enough, right? So when we move that upper body momentum in, it's just even more of a challenge. And that's why I think this is a good one to do, because you're adding in that more natural movement of what's gonna happen if you were to lose your balance rather than standing still. Awesome job. If you can, raise your leg up a little higher as an extra challenge for these last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Plant your feet down again, shake your legs out. Those are kind of tough on the muscles, like I said before. So making sure you're drinking water and taking deep breaths throughout this process. But the next thing we're gonna do as you kind of start to take your rest here is rocking heel to toe. So in previous balance exercise classes, we've done like calf raises. These are going to be similar, but what we're going to be doing is coming up on our calves, rocking back on our heels. So it can feel a little uncomfortable and unstable at first, so you have your chair there if you need it. But we're coming up on our toes, rocking back on our heels. And making sure you're catching yourself if you do start to lose your balance. But this is just really waking up those shins, those calves, those muscles that we need to help with our balance. Feel free to play around with your hands too. Like I said, I always gravitate to having them close to me because that's what kind of keeps you grounded and centered. But if you would rather have them out to your side, you can do that too. Whatever's most comfortable. We'll do a couple, about 10 more seconds here. I really start to feel my calves burning with these. I'm sure you do. Hopefully no cramps are happening right now. We'll do 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Those ones really wake up those leg muscles, so it's a good one to do. And that's a really good one to do if you find yourself like standing at the kitchen, cooking, or if you have a standing job where you stand a lot, just standing there and doing those back and forth for, a minute or so is going to be beneficial for you. So next thing we're going to do, you want to have your chair close by for this one. So we did something similar last week with hip abductions. So we're going to be doing something a little bit different this time. Still the same movement, but we're going to be holding it rather than coming in and out. So have your chair close by. We're going to start with standing on our left leg, abducting our right leg, okay? And all we're going to do is bring it out just about a couple inches off of the floor. So your right toe should be a couple inches off the floor, and we're going to hold it here. So you're going to start to feel that burn here in your hip. It's normal. If you need to touch down to catch your balance or to rest, that's fine, but we're not here very long. So hold this here with me for about 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you need to drop for a second, go ahead, but we're actually going to bring it up a little higher. So this is where the challenge comes in, okay? So you're going to feel your glutes firing up. You're going to feel that tension in your hips. Try to hold it here if you can. If you need to lower back to that original position, that's fine, but try to increase that challenge a little bit for yourself and bring your leg up about as far as you can. In about 10 seconds, we're going to meet right back down where we originally started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your leg down, but do not touch the ground unless you need to. We're still here. We're still holding for 10 seconds. Awesome job. Keep holding it. 3, 2, and 1. Drop that foot down. Shake out that left leg. We're doing a lot of tiny muscle leg movements here. So do what you need to do to kind of rest those legs here for a second. Same thing on the other side, okay? So if you need to kind of transfer your chair over here to this other side, go for it. But in about 5 seconds, we're gonna begin. So join me here when you're ready, standing on your right leg, elevating that left leg just slightly out to the side, okay? So we should be very straight. We don't want that leg in front of us or behind us. We're right out to the side. And we're holding about 2 inches above the ground there. I find putting hands on the hips kind of helps stabilize. You can do that. You can have them out to the side, whatever is best for you. We'll hold here for 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it up. This is where it starts to get challenging. So point your toes, it helps. Really focus on that stabilizing leg. You'll start to feel your foot wobble, those little muscles working. That's good, that's normal. Try to hold here for about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, drop it down to where we were. So not quite on the floor yet. Hold it, you can do it. This is tough, I feel it too. But we're doing everything we can for our balance here. We're challenging those muscles, okay? So it's gonna be uncomfortable, but it's gonna work. So hold this again for about 8 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake that out. Oh my goodness. If you are sore tomorrow, I'm sorry, because you probably will be. So go ahead and move that chair out of the way. You probably won't need it. Well, you may need it for this last exercise actually. So this last one we're gonna do kind of challenges your coordination. It's gonna shift your eye movement in different directions. So this one's a little bit challenging. So make sure you have your chair next to you. Make sure you have space around you just in case. But what we're gonna be doing for this last exercise is similar to when we were rocking back and forth on our heels. So we're gonna do the same thing, but we're now bringing our heads into this movement, okay? So when you go up on your toes, you're also looking up. When you go down or back on your heels, you're looking down. So we're bringing that neck movement in simultaneously. You guys, this is challenging, so go slow if you need to. It does not have to be one fluid movement here, okay? But we're on the heels looking down, on the toes looking up. And this one's really challenging, so this one is good to do frequently until you get good at it. Play with your arms too, find whatever's best stabilizes you. If you find this challenging rocking back and forth, you can just stand there and look up and down. That is going to challenge your balance as well, because again, you're taking your focus off of everything. So if you want to stand there and just look up and down, go ahead, but we're only here for a few more seconds here. So we're back on the heels, looking down, toes looking up. We've got 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Shake those legs out, you guys. We're gonna finish here with my favorite yoga exercise pose. It's not really a pose, but we're gonna do some sun salutations, okay? So we're gonna bring it down. Big, deep breath up and back down. 2 more. In. Last one, in. And out. Let's do one more because they're just so nice. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Awesome job, you guys. You guys did awesome. This was a difficult balance workout using a lot of those little tiny muscles in your legs. So hydrate, take some time to stretch a little bit if you need to, and we'll see you guys back here next week.